probably a doctor or a specific, they could get referrals to specific specialists who might help them with that particular form of mental illness.
I'd probably suggest that they go and get some help at either a counsellor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist, or at the hospital, the psych nurse, something like that.
Go see the school counsellor or something at first, and they'll probably recommend you to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Straight away I'd say down to the Peninsula Community Health Services or PENDAP, the Salvation Army, any community organisation will point you in the right direction. If nothing else, ask your doctor.
So I'm a GP and I come here once a week and offer a free service for teenagers and other young people, and we talk about whatever your problems might be at the time. So it might be stuff related to difficulties with home or difficulties with school, or it might be stuff with mental health issues, or it might be drug and alcohol issues. So you might want some screening for sexual health infections or for contraception, or you might want to talk about the fact that you might be worried you're pregnant. You might want to have a talk about some other things in your life that are worrying you. So we do general health stuff here, and we do physical health, we do mental health, we do sexual health. So we do any sort of services that you need, and if we need some help, we can refer you on.
Like when I got diagnosed, I was 17 and then turned 18 at the start of this year. So I've gone from the child ward, coming out of that, and then going into this ARC program, and that was really good. It helped me so much. And it was like groups, like doing group work and stuff and had workers and that. But it was only it only goes term by term sort of thing. And because I was 18 the term after, then I couldn't do it again. And then I was with camps, and then I turned 18, so again, I got discharged from there. I asked my psychologist, and I said, look, I need more help. I'm not just suddenly better now that I'm 18. I do need more help. I don't want to keep feeling like the way I am and everything else. So yeah, we got hooked into we just researched on the internet and stuff, and got hooked in with a lot of other places. And, yeah.
So my role at Headspace is I'm an outreach worker, so I'll go and see young people at home or at coffee shops, or anywhere that isn't the office, because the office can be an intimidating place for a young person, and we know that not everyone gets stuff out of sitting in a clinical setting with a psychologist. Some young people prefer to hang out with a youth worker and chat over coffee, or go for a surf, or go and do something a little more activity based. To come and chat to someone at Headspace and know that you're going to be here and it's going to be confidential, and know that when you do come here, it's a one-stop shop, so you can come here and get help for stuff with drug and alcohol, and you can come and get help for stuff about homelessness if you're struggling with that, or if you're looking for work. There's a range of services that work out of the building, so it's a sort of an opportunity to come and cover a bunch of bases with the one visit.
I wasn't progressing in the environment I was in with my family. I was in a massive hole, and nothing was going to change unless I took a step forward. And it's like how I was saying before, you have to take risks to achieve things. Well, I had to risk going into this program, because it's pretty frightening to just move into a unit, and I was all by myself for the first week when I'm dependent on being around my family all the time.
I've learned life is too short, and there's no point, your time will come. If it happens sort of thing. But to try and get the help, and it is a big impact on other people, not just yourself.
A lot of people look at me now and they say, you've done well, look how far you've come, and they remind me of where I was, and it sort of wasn't an option to go this way or that way, it was just to walk, just to keep doing. I had to go to therapy, and I just turned up because it gave me something to do at the time. I had nothing to do, but it was just do it.
If there's anyone out there who feels like they are suffering from any form of fear, sadness, and it's not getting better after a period of about 2 weeks, they really, really owe it to themselves to seek out help and use the services provided, because that's what they're there to do.
I want to become a youth worker, and I'm looking at studying to do youth work to help other young kids with mental illness and stuff. It'd be a lot easier, like, you know, if I do have clients and stuff, that they can talk to me, and if I can share my story with them, then they can be like, wow, okay, she does actually know how we feel and all that sort of stuff.
I want a family, you know. I thought, especially since the crash, I'm like, I want to wake up and bring up some kids, and then I had thought of this a lot. And when they're 21, look back and just be happy that I've raised. That's all I want, kids or family. I'm more of a family orientated now since the crash than I was before. I just, you know, something to wake up for, a creation of mine that I can look back when they're older and just go, man, I just want to teach them all the things that I know, you know. And that's probably one of my main goals, is to settle down and have a family.
Look, I chose to work with young people because they're way more interesting than old people. There's, you know, way more stuff going on. You know, working with young people, there's always, you know, activity stuff you can do. When you're working with oldies, they complain about their sore hips and stuff, so you can't, you know, you're limited by what you can do. But young people are more interesting.
Definitely do fun stuff. I've been involved in a number of fun things, like you go bowling, you go on camps.
Look, I mean, we do a lot of different things at Headspace. So, I mean, like I said before, we can go surfing, we can go, you know, mountain bike riding. I can beat people in table tennis if they feel like getting beaten in table tennis. You know, there's no real limits on what we can and can't do. Like, we can't go to the moon with people because that service is not up and running and we don't have the funds to do it. But within reason, we can, you know, can do a whole bunch of stuff.
I just felt like jumping.
On the Headspace bar.
Yeah.
Bubble wrap's good for that.
Bubble wrap's good.
Yeah, we put bubble wrap down on the ground.
I think we need a really big twister in here. Don't you reckon that'd be fun if we had like a really big twister?
I can't stand this.
Generally, I'm just absolutely fantastic, so you should all come and see me.
That'll go for
Thank you.